Hi teachers, we're going to take a quick look at altering students' learning paths and how that impacts what students will be working on. I know you've already been given directions on how to do this, so I just want to give you just a couple of tips. As you look at the learning path, I am in the knowledge map for my students. I can see each of the skills numbered up in numerical order. So it looks like for fourth grade, I've got a total of 35 skills. They all have the little 4 to denote that they're fourth grade level, and then they have different color bands to denote the domains. And if you look at the cheat sheet, I've listed what each of the domains are. The thing you will want to keep in mind when you are altering the learning path is you alter it by domain. And when you alter things by domain, it can only do the skills in the order that you alter them. So for example, if you want to alter the student's learning path for language and vocabulary, which is the orange, and you start them at formal and informal language, that means that they're going to skip over context clues and multiple meaning words. They're going to start here. They'll go from lesson 5 to lesson 6 within that domain. And then if they have any of these lessons in between, they will do all of those before they jump to root words and affixes, which is the next lesson within that language and vocabulary domain. So that's just the one thing to keep in mind. I am going to go into that altering learning path so you can see, edit that learning path placement, and I can see I can edit based on the grade level. And then here it goes context clues, multiple meaning words, formal and informal language. And then the reference materials, I don't get to that root words and affixes until after I've gotten through all of those skills that would be in between that. So you can see the order of things here. And if I were to alter them to start at root words and affixes and save that skill placement changing, and I want to save the learning path, you'll notice that it skipped them over there. It placed them above all of these, but root words and affixes is not being practiced yet until they get through all of these other lessons. So that's just the one thing to keep in mind when you're editing the learning path placement. You want to edit it and make sure that you choose the lowest skill on the skill list where they need practice. Otherwise, they're going to skip over that skill. It's not something that you necessarily go back in and alter each time and create a new learning path, because then students will be jumping all around in the program. There are a few domains, mostly in math, that you will not see for every grade level just because of the nature of the domain. And those are things like functions and counting and cardinality. So certain domains may not be appropriate at all to set for your grade level. If you have any questions with walking through the technical aspect of which comes next, what is this going to mean that they're doing, please don't hesitate to reach out if you want to talk more about learning and helping students succeed in exact path. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Jen Elliott, Heather Keenan, your principals, or Dr. Pyros, and all of them can give you assistance in making the best selection for your students.